Good morning, everyone. This is PD Garvi. I am going to present the vehicle tracking and monitoring system. Next one. Okay, so let me introduce ourselves first. We are a Commission of Geology Mining. We have a headquarter at Dadinagar and 33 district offices across the Gujarat. We have more than 1.5 lakh stakeholders, concession holder, traders, stockists, vehicle owners, and various infrastructure projects. The Commission of Geology Mining have the main functions are the mining exploration, administration, and the regulations. Our principal acts are MMDR, Mines and Mineral Development Rules, Gujarat Minor Mineral Concession Rules 2017, and the Gujarat Mineral Prevention of Illegal Mining, Transportation and Storage Rules 2017. This project is conceptualized based on the illegal GMPITS, that is Gujarat Minerals Prevention of Illegal Mining, Transportation and Storage, where we have considered the illegal mining, transportation, and the conceptualize the whole project here. So right now, earlier we have the physical check post to check the each and every vehicles to having that they have the royalty pass, transit pass or not, or are they within their predefined route or not. So and there are more than 70,000 vehicles carrying mineral from one place to another place every day within the Gujarat. So it is difficult to have check each and every vehicle. We require large number of manpower to check the vehicles, and also we cannot do the efficiently without the help of technology, and it leads to the revenue generation loss. So looking this requirement, we have planned to have the system that can track them vehicles moving from one place to another place. We can check them by monitoring live. We can check the post incident. So on completion of eternity, we can check if any incident happened that. So that also was kept in mind. The violation and alerts capturing also there, and the MIS reports. And one more thing that the transit pass needs to be generated from the geofencing areas only. So we have geofenced all our concession holders, so these and the stockists within the system, and that system get the report data within the system. So we have 4 types of mineral transportation normally happens in the Gujarat. So from lease to stock, so lease are the concession holders to the traders or stockists. The second one is from lease to end users. End user may be the consumer, final consumer of the product. And from trader to the trader, so from one stockist to other stockist, and from trader to the end user. So these are the 4 categories normally used by 4 categories used by the different transporters to carry the mineral from one place to other place. As I mentioned earlier, there are 70,000 trips conducted daily by the mineral transporters. So in the application, we have the modules like live vehicle tracking feature, so which can track the vehicle moving from one place to other place in the real-time manner, and we can check the status of that vehicle, where it is moving, on which road it is moving, and is it within the area or not. We have the master data module, so it provides the application to control to manage the users' details, their access rights, and other master data like concession holders, traders details, the vehicle details, and other things. We have the centralized dashboard. So centralized dashboard will have the view, real-time view of the vehicle moving from one place to other place. So we can operate it from the control room and analyze the current status of the fleet and from the single screen. Now we have the alert and violation module as well. So if any deviation within the predefined route or the time, the system will generate the alerts to the relevant authority, so the further action can be taken on the real time in the field. The route replay module has a capability for the post investigation. So if something happened, if something legal litigations done, so we can check the route of the vehicles, where for complete identity of the vehicle, what was the travel time, what was the maximum speed, average speed, or is there any violation done by that. transporter, that can be checked in the video form. So it is act as a evidence even in, for us to check the uh, any violation happen there. We have incident management. Incident management is useful for both the parties, for the transporters as well as for the office. So if anything happen with the vehicle, like a tire get punctured, or if any accident happen, or it's stuck within the traffic, that then transporter can register that incident. We can verify the same incident by the officers, and we can allow them to we can allow them to carry the minerals from even delay allowed is also allowed. So it has analyzed to historical data as well and provide meaningful analysis for the process improvement. And finally, the reports and MIS. So it has a various reports. So it is useful for the end users, for the transporters, for the CGM officials as well. It has area alerts reports, MIS reports, generation reports, and exception violation reports. So these are the module. We have the one more feature, that's a mobile application. So mobile application is compatible with iOS, Android. One the good feature about mobile application, if our officials are moving within the field, they can check what are the vehicles passing by them, and what are the minerals they are carrying. Do they have the transit pass or not? From it is where it is started the journey, where it is going to be completed the journey. So these all information can be accessed from the mobile itself within the field. So we do not need to stop any vehicles. We do not need to stop any attendee to check that whether they are having a legal royalty transit pass or not. So we can check that using from our system only. If anything found suspicious, then and then only we need to stop the vehicle and then check further. So it's also good for the fleet owners as well. And fleet owners can report their incident using the mobile app. So if they are traveling, they're stuck on the road, they can same report to the officials, CGM officers. And the same incident, reported incident, can be verified by the officer in the field. So these are the benefits of the mobile applications. Now, pre and post deployment, what was the earlier and now what we are getting? So earlier in the transit pass, normally transporter used to give the wrong information of the source to destination, and the system, the manual, it was not able to verify. So they can generate the pass from anywhere also, because it was without georeferencing. So they are using the same transit pass for the multiple times. They're deliberately creating the fake purchaser. So they can use the same pass again. It is also difficult for the real-time inspection, so lack of operational transparency and accuracy during the mineral transportation phase. It was also difficult in tracking of vehicle movement and detection of the incident. So if vehicle doesn't follow the designated route or the predefined route as per the transit stand, we cannot track that. So now after the post deployment, so we have the customized, integrated and mapping platform for the concession holder and traders and stockists. So we can check everything on the GIS platform that concession holders place, the traders place, and the vehicle moving on that. So we make a mapping feature as visualize the geo coordinates received from GPS device. So it GPS device validation based on the geo referencing. So if any vehicle trying to generate the transit pass, then geo referencing will require, and it can generate from on their valid geo coordinates only. So the source and destination have been also defined by the system, so it can be tracked by the GPS, and the system takes the distance and time inputs automatically. We have so the time and distance will be taken as per the speed, the traffic congestion on real time basis. So it's a it has a real time dynamic MIS alerts and notification for the routine operations. And the integration, the most important thing, we have the integrated lease management system, that is our core system of the CGM, that is connected directly to this system, the vehicle tracking management system. So it gives the service using the Google API, so we can check each and every route real time, and real time tracking and tracing also possible using the transit at the time of transit pass generation. So these are the benefits that we found after the post deployment of the application. This is the solution architecture. So in solution architecture, our application is based on vehicle will have the GPS device installed within the vehicle, and GPS device is connected to satellites for their location tracing, for the georeferencing, and the information of that georeferencing has been transferred from the vehicle using the GSM connectivity. So it send the data to the GSM connectivity, and GSM connectivity connected to our servers using the security features of firewall and load balancer. Obviously, we have the app server that is constantly communicate with all the vehicles that get the data by pushing and pulling methods, and that data will be interpreted by the web servers, and it can be shown on the dashboards and various reports. So that can be checked by the department officials, transporter, vehicle owners, as well. And the third party application, as I mentioned earlier, that integrated lease management system, that's our core system. It is connected with the system. It has a SMS server and mail servers for the violation and alert messages. So this is the solution architectures that we have designed there. And the key benefits as of now, what we have, it's implemented in month of May. So what are the benefits we have received so far? The tracking and
sir, sorry to interrupt you, sir. I request you to please conclude the presentation in rest 1 minute.
Okay. So tracking, tracing, and investigate legal procedure has become faster and easy. Illegal transportation by the registered vehicles reduced by 100%. Field checking become very easy, efficient, and tracking of the vehicles become easy without interruption of journey. So that is also cost saving at both ends. The centralized monitoring of all mineral vehicles reduce the administrative cost. So the officials are moving within the field. That's also cost also reduced by having the VTMS devices. So these all are the benefits, and this is all about the project that we did. Thank you very much, all of you.
Yeah, quite interesting. But it is there is a prerequisite of having a GPS device in each of the vehicles. Is that so?
Yes.
So that means when the vehicle moves from the GPS device, the GSM tower picks up the position and stores it somewhere.
Yes.
So stores it in your app server or database server or wherever. So what is the frequency in which you are tracking the vehicle?
Sorry, I couldn't get it.
One is that when the vehicle is moving, I try to check where it is, I can see. Other is after the vehicle has gone from one place to other, maybe after 2 hours has gone, the expected time of reaching, and it hasn't reached, I want to see what is the path it has taken. So the data, I want to check the data, post data.
Yes.
Post in it. So that way data is being stored at some location.
Yes.
That's why I'm able to trace. So what is the frequency in which you are storing the data?
Okay. So as of now, we are storing the data for the 6 months. So for the
not 6 months. I'm saying, see, a vehicle is moving from one place to other, and different points the towers are picking up the data. This is the location of the vehicle. Okay. So what is the frequency of collecting the data and storing it?
Okay. So as of
because
now,
you cannot store every second the data with the 70,000, 140,000
it is capturing as of now for the every 5 minutes, taking the
every
data,
5 minutes.
Storing that, yes, every 5 minutes.
We are capturing every 5 minutes.
Every 5 minutes.
So this GPS device you are putting on the vehicles, is it something you put it like that, or take the cue from a Hindi film or an English film? You know, I do have the device. I want to do some manipulative job. So what I do is I put on a decoy vehicle. I put the device, and whatever I want to do wrongdoing, I do with the other vehicle. So what happens then?
No, it's a ARAI approved devices only. You can install it.
It's fixed.
Yes, it's fixed. Some specific specification has to be followed by them.
That is okay, but it is fixed in the vehicle. It's not that I pick it from here and put it in that vehicle.
No. It's a fixed, and it is registered with the same vehicle only.
So two, three points of authentication. Not only the device, also the truck number or the registration number and things like that.
And one more thing is, if anything happen like battery low or any changes in the devices, if anybody touch the devices, the alerts will come to the system as well. So the device is going to be tampered or is
the tamper proofing is there. Tamper proofing. Interesting.
No, this is operational since how long?
It's from last 2 months. Actually, we have started the pilot project. We have started.
You will take some time to really settle down in your operations, because it's
Yes.
not just the technology, where a lot of operational things have to be tuned in once you are doing this type of application. I'm sure you will be successful. It's a well thought of, your architecture is very well thought of. Of course, there are a couple of things which were there which were slightly ambiguous, but I don't want to go into it. But I think it's a well thought of solution. And you are linking it with your lease system and your complete comprehensive system. I think this is a very essential limb of your overall operations. It's a very, very essential. Good. Keep it up.
This operation for 2 months only.
Yes, we have started earlier with the 100 vehicles. That was a pilot run. We run
The
it for
pilot one. Okay.
for 7 to 8 months, and we gather the results from that, and we changes in the system and what are the practices needs to be followed afterwards. So that is done, and now we roll out for.
The 2 months. So in the 2 months,
Sorry.
or your system is stable.
Yes, right now it's stable, and we have given the time to the all stakeholder to be in within the 180 days from the April. So notification from the government, it also has been released for all the stakeholders.